What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Dark. In the last episode, we learned a bit more about Ruby's life. We visited the shrine before Kamakura, and we apologized to Mai. And now we're looking for her brother, and so here we are in Asakusa outside of his dojo, because apparently he's a kendo master. And I'm sorry, my voice, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that I haven't been recording nearly as much over the past month or so, and it's taken a little bit of a toll on my voice. So sorry if I sound a little bit quieter in this episode. We'll see what I can do. Regardless, let's head on into this dojo. Whoa. It's pretty neat looking. Takashi. Whoa, he looks pretty cool. Who are you? Getting right to the chase. Wait, I know there's gotta be a cat toy. There's got to be a cat toy. There's no timer in the bottom. Okay, we're good. There's got to be a cat toy here somewhere in here. You guys are probably screaming. You can see it, but I guess I don't see it. A friend of Mai's or Detective Ito. We know he doesn't like strangers, so... Oh, but if we let him know that we're a friend of Mai's, is he going to tell us all this information? Because he wants to withhold it from Mai. Tough situation. I'm going to say a friend of Mai's. You're a friend of my sister's? You expect me to believe that? A little old, don't you think? Gee, thanks. Really, you think I wouldn't recognize you? You're the officer who was at the shrine in April who almost got her killed. Whoa. And now you're lying about it, pretending to be her friend and no doubt to get something from me. Wow. Wow, this guy is like aggressive right out the gate. Don't look so shocked. Your little deception was easy to read is all. After your idiocy in Kamakura, I heard Mai crying over the phone every night for a month. Oh, well, I wasn't trying to be deceptive. I thought we could actually consider ourselves like, oh, we're like a friend of mine. We're both like working towards this thing. Not like we're best friends or anything, but I guess that's not really what I was aiming for. But don't bother her anymore. Now get out of here before myself or one of your fellow officers has to throw you out. Well, that probably could have gone a little bit better. Well, that didn't go well. Maybe Mai will know how to soften her brother up. Yeah, no kidding. And at this point, it doesn't seem like there's much else to do about it, so... Oh, wait. There it is. It's the little kitty. Got it. Nice. There's got to be keeping track of it somewhere. Where are we heading to again? Oh, we got all the places available. It's in Kamakura, I believe. Yeah. But yeah, no, I can feel it in my voice that I just haven't been recording a lot, so it's putting a little bit of a strain, which is, you know, less than ideal, but trying to get back into it. Trying to look into how to, from the start, just project my voice a little bit more safely without putting as much stress on my vocal cords. It's not like I'm trying or like overworking myself. Like, this is just kind of how I like to commentate and how I like to talk, and it's just rather unfortunate that it happens to strain my voice and all. But it also might just be a function of like what kind of microphone I have and stuff. But oh, there's just one choice. Your brother. I think I managed to find your brother. He didn't exactly seem happy to see me. Yep, you found Big Brother, all right. He's been protective of me ever since we were little, such as big brothers. I know I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? I don't think he'll tell me anything on my own. You want me to help? You know, seeing you again really got me thinking. I decided that even if everyone's trying to hide it, I can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family has been acting so strangely. Are we gonna have a partner? Are we gonna have a little sidekick? Even my own brother is keeping me in the dark. I'm sick of it. Sure, I'll come with you, Ito. If I went alone, he'd probably pat me on the head and send me on my way. Oh, don't patronize her. But if you're there, I'm sure he'll tell me about my parents, the mask, and everything. Are you sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is better, Mai. Ooh, curiosity killed the Midnight Zero. If anyone's seen my Corpse Party playthroughs, they'll be very familiar with that. No more stupid little Mai. I'd rather be hurt and know than happy and ignorant. That's a tough situation, but honestly, I feel like every bit of me pulls myself towards wanting to know, just like Mai is now thinking. But before we go, let's check on Grandma. These days, if she doesn't know where I am, it can really set her off. Doesn't seem like she's interested in anything going on outside of her house, though. Alright, we'll make a quick stop at the house. Thanks, Mai. Perfect. Then, let's head on out. It's looking relatively promising. Alright, Grandma, what you got going on? You haven't been doing so hot lately. I said no visitors, leave me alone! Grandma, it's me, please open the door. Mai? Oh, Mai, it's you. Please come in. Yes, come in. Oh, were we not even acknowledged? Or what? Well, here we are again. Wait, what is she doing here? It's okay, Grandma, she's here to help. Help? Huh, don't make me laugh. You were supposed to help me, remember? I felt something and you were going to free me from the past. Free you? Are you talking about the mask? Do not discuss that horrid thing here. No matter how far you go, I can still feel it. Like needles in my skin dragging me to it. The darkness, it seems. In my dreams, I can still see that place. Have you seen it too, Detective? A dark place where those we've lost reside. I'm so old and have wasted so much time, and yet the pain won't go away. My poor Emiko. I miss her so much. If only I could have found her. Emiko? You mean Mom? Find her? What are you talking about? She's gone. Takashi told me she died after I was born. Yes, of course. You shouldn't be asking about such things, Mai. If it weren't for this woman, you'd be safe at the shrine. No, Grandma, you're wrong. I'm not safe while everyone lies to me. I'm going to see Takashi. If you don't tell me the truth, he will. Mai, listen to yourself. You must stop. Opening the door to the past will solve nothing. Ever since you were little, I've done what I could to protect you and your brother. Please don't go down this path. You look so much like her, you know, your mother. Interesting. So there's a lot of family history going on here. And you, Detective. Perhaps my granddaughter's too naive to see it, but you can't hide it from me. I know what you've seen, what you think you're able to do, huh? But keep my family out of it. We've suffered enough. You don't know anything about me, and besides, I'm not the one hiding things from my family. Ooh, a little shade thrown back. Tell me, do you know the story of Izanagi and Izanami? Oh, I do, a little bit. I actually read a bit of it in Japanese. Grandma, this again? I'm sure Ito is not interested in hearing some old myth. Really, we should get going. Stay right there. Though I've told you the story so many times, you don't seem to grasp its importance. I think it would be of use to this woman to hear it. Izanagi and Izanami were the first of the gods, known to us as the Kami. In legend, it was the drops of ocean water that fell from Izanagi's jeweled spear that created the islands of Japan. That's pretty cool art, too. I like that. When they descended to our lands, they brought their love and devotion with them to the realms of mortals. Izanagi and Izanami had many children, the deities of nature that inhabit the natural world all around us, the Kami. For a time, life was peaceful. However, as Izanami gave birth to Kagutsuchi, the Kami of fire, she was horribly burnt and suffered mortal wounds. As she lay dying and faced with her mortality, new Kami were born from her suffering. This is true. I remember the story. It's like everything, like, I don't know, her sweat, her tears, like her something, everything becomes a Kami. Kami that hid away from the light. When Izanami passed, Izanagi was inconsolable, and in his rage, he struck down the child that killed his love. Unable to accept her death, he ventured deep underground to Yomi no Kuni, the land of the dead. Half blind and distraught with grief, he wandered in the darkness until he finally heard the voice of his beloved. Though unable to see her face, Izanagi begged Izanami to return with him. Izanami replied that she would try and ask the gods of Yomi no Kuni permission to return to the land of the living. Yomi no Kuni. I wonder what Yomi means in this case. I thought it'd be Yami, as in like darkness, but incapable of restraining his desire to see his love, Izanagi set his comb alight in order to look upon his lost love. That's not the best looking love. What greeted him was the sight of her decaying, worm-eaten face. Yeah, I do remember this part of the story too. In horror, Izanagi attempted to flee Yomi no Kuni. Izanami, enraged, sent dark spirits to pursue him and drag him back to her. After narrowly escaping, Izanagi sealed the entrance to Yomi no Kuni with a great boulder. So you see, it is our mortality that brings suffering into the world, yet resisting it is a perversion of the natural order. Being mortal means we must accept that we cannot control life and death. Detective, some things cannot be changed and some doors should never be opened. You must stop. Ooh, this is very old, wise person speaky. Grandma, you're talking about stories and myths. We're talking about real things. The story may be a myth, but there is truth within it. Can't you see that? That's a great point. I like that. The things you pursue, wow. The things you pursue, they're unnatural, unclean. Can grab some water. Heed my warning and stop this foolishness. I won't let you involve my family any further. First those bakas take my Emiko, then you show up. Perhaps I'm being punished for my sins. Mai, come here. Come here, my sweet child. We must keep you away from her. No, Grandma, I told you already. I'm going to see Takashi. I'm an adult now. You can't tell me what to do anymore. No, you can't go. We must protect our family from outsiders, Mai. Interesting. I'm so interested in this, like, almost like the grandma trying to, like, keep the family contained away from other people, but, like, somewhat distant from the family in keeping them away from whatever dark past there was, kind of forcing her family into this weird limbo between, like, ignorance outside the family, but away from, like, the corruption of the world. Intriguing, to say the least. You're reopening old wounds. Leave us alone. Let us heal. Heal? You think I want to heal? Can't you see how much these lies have hurt me already? You're the one wounding me, Grandma, not Ito. You're delusional. You tell us stories about kami and spirits. Takashi might hide things from me too, but at least he makes sense. You speak a little bit more nicely to your grandma, please. This time he's going to tell me the truth about everything. About Mom and Dad too. No, stop. I'll tell you how your parents... You can't, can you? You've never told me how they died. The reasons always changed every time I asked. No, Mai, please, you must listen. They might be listening. They're still out there and they haven't forgiven me. Can't you see? What are you talking about? You're insane. They're like living in the darkness, per se. Sorry I spoke to you that way. I'll be back to check on you soon. Don't go, please. I almost feel bad for her now. Goodbye, Grandma. Wow, that was pretty dramatic, if I might say so myself. But I guess we're on our way now to Takashi? I'm sorry. She's gotten much worse since you last saw her. Nah, it's fine. Why do you think she told us that story? About Izanagi? I don't know. It was kind of creepy, wasn't it? She was talking about it like she really believed it. I feel like it's supposed to represent us going back after Tanaka. Potentially like our lover, per se. You know, going into the darkness to find the people that are probably dead. And Reina might be one of them as well, when we're really not supposed to interrupt that natural order. Come on, let's go see Takashi. Yeah, I guess that's all there is to do at this point. I wish we didn't have to, like, enter here and then, you know, take the train or anything. Whoa, he's actually chatting with us. Whoa, 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 where do you think you're going? Mai and I are leaving. What of it? Oh, well, you can't. I got a call from Mai's grandmother, and she says she's having health issues, so she has to stay. That grandma. I didn't ask what they were. Wouldn't want to be caught fainting on my shift again, but it must be pretty bad if she called. Those glasses, too. Mai's an adult. Her grandmother can't keep her here. Let's go. No, you don't understand. You're not going anywhere. So our only option is to use violence or to exit. We'll exit for now, and we'll regroup and think about it. Maybe we try and reason through things with the grandma. I think we're not in any particular rush. So let's go chat with the grandma real quick and confront her about it. Go away, no visitors. Well, doesn't seem like there's... Huh? What's the crow doing down here? There's another crow. What is this? A dead crow lays in the middle of the street. The small body is in a bad state of decay, covered in dry blood. The maggots have begun eating at its remains. I don't remember that being there. It's gonna sound kind of gross, but we're gonna pick it up. Oh, good thing I'm wearing gloves. This better work. Investigation plus 10. Oh my goodness, you know what? I bet we just maxed out our investigation. Yup, we have maxed out investigation, guys. How How indicative of that is me? How indicative of that, or of me, is that? That's a better way to put it. Alright, so I don't really think there's much else to do here. We'll try one more time. Go away, no visitors. Okay. Yeah, we gotta head back. And maybe because of our neurosis and levels and such, we're only given the violence option, but there really isn't much else at this point. We try and scare him? Show dead bird. Yes. Oh my god. I told you about how I don't like about the blood, and blood's not really my thing, you see, the germs, and... Oh, he's gonna pass out? Whew. Okay, I'm dizzy. I'm a little dizzy. Just going to pass out. That's such an interesting art, or like piece of art, I guess. More investigation. We'd be well over 100 now. That's crazy to think about. What would be, yeah, we've got like 109, I think. Oh dear, did he just faint? Sure looks like it. I'll be fine. Let's get a move on. Alright, cool. So we did that, and we did so without having to use violence as well. So now we head back to Asakusa, and with Mai at our side, we can investigate, chat with Takashi, and see what he's got going for us. All the way on down. Asakusa's not as large as I expected. Actually, it's only a little bit shorter, smaller than the other places we visited, now that I think about it. Mai, what are you doing here? Did she make you come? It's not like that, Takashi. It was my idea. I asked her to come talk with you, but you sent her away. This woman almost got you killed. You expect me to cooperate with her? Surely if you need to talk to me, you can come yourself. My sister doesn't need to be involved. Well, the thing is, she mentioned that he'll probably just, like, you know, pat you on the head, patronize you, treat you like, you know, the baby sister that she technically is, but, like, is an adult, you know? Well, maybe. Actually, I don't really even know, but no, if I came alone, you just evade all my questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need you to see. Oh, that's something I needed to see. See what? What are you talking about? Where did you get that? Put it away. So you do know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me. That's not true. I wasn't hiding it. It's not something you ever need to know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? I'm not hiding it. It's just something you never needed to know about. That's like, is that not like still actively hiding it? Wait, don't change the subject. This isn't about Ito. Mai, I understand that you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, that mask has nothing to do with you. I don't know if that's the case. You're wrong. Back in April, when Mai was held at knife point by another girl, it was this mask she was after. A mask your family is connected to. Looking for it. I suppose I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth of our family's past away from you. The past? Does this have to do with Mom and Dad? Yes. And so much more. Like I said, there's got to be quite the family history here. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. The truth is, it belonged to a cult called the Kamakura. Oh, wait, what's the Kai here? Mask thieves, maybe? Of which our parents were members. Kamen is mask, but a cult. Oh, Kamakura. It's probably like mask meeting. Like, yeah. A cult? You're kidding. How'd your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. They were a group led by a guru named Tokimasa who promised a simpler life, away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. Our parents both had master's degrees, and my mother was on her way to earning her PhD, yet they still fell into this cult? They chose to give up their lives and their careers to follow some mystic and live on a compound instead. The Kamakura were one of many such groups back then. I was a child and didn't understand, but thinking about how our parents were deceived and what they put me and Mai through, it's unforgivable. The mask was on the compound, but for what purpose or what they believed it could do, I don't know. Do you think there are any members of the Kamakura left who know? No. You see, there are no surviving members. They died. All of them, including our parents. I don't know if I trust those words, but also, even if that's the case, like, how did they die? That's obviously very odd. I'm sorry, I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room where we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with Mai in her arms and me dragging behind. When we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me that our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad. It was as if she expected it. Huh? That's even stranger. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak of it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those woods was all a bad dream. If it weren't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents, but ignoring it couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they even cared what might happen to us. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Kamakura than I did studying. And I thought that if I could understand why my parents so willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me any peace. Mom and Dad died as part of some cult? I don't believe it. It's true. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. Like I'm sure you are. I guess that in hiding it from you, I was able to hide away my feelings as well. I think for Grandma it was too painful to talk about. I believe she took possession of the shrine in order to live a simpler life. We had to keep it secret. There's no way we could live a normal life with the stigma of the common Kai attached to us. I suppose keeping that secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing Kendo gave me some measure of control over my life again. But Grandma, who made a choice to leave her only daughter behind, she always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. Yeah, and I don't blame her for that. She still doesn't seem to be doing super hot. She doesn't really seem to have resolved that guilt yet, but she started going out at night, babbling about how she was looking for Mom. When she'd come home, she would have a rotten stink on her clothes. That's... Huh? I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. They found her wandering in the sewers, holding nothing but the mask. The same one from the cult compound all those years before, and the one you hold now. Ooh. Interesting. So, running around with the mask in the sewers. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from my past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura. It was the only way I could move on with my life. That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with your grandmother in the first place. I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air. Or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me uneasy. It had a strange aura about it. Wait, Grandma was looking for Mom in the sewers? I don't remember any of this. She's obviously talking about the darkness and like the other world where they exist and everything. You were in the dorms at your school at the time. Grandma's strange behavior was part of why I insist on you going to those private schools away from Kamakura. I couldn't drag you into the madness of our past. Yeah, I guess I don't really blame him for not wanting to do that. We parted ways without ever speaking of it, and she was much better by the time you returned to Kamakura. Detective, what exactly is it that you're looking for? Surely our family's history isn't of use to you. I assume you've heard about what happened to my partner. This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from. If that's true, then I want to help. Your partner, he seemed like a nice person. Yeah, he was a pretty nice person. No, you've helped plenty, but I have to do this on my own. What? Oh, but it was nice having a sidekick. Ito is right. I apologize for not telling you all this sooner, but you can't be involved in something so dangerous. I already thought I lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you now. Huh. Alright, thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takashi. I'll head back for now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things you do, but we're still family. Aw, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for your help, Mai. You're right, Mai. I'll come visit you soon. It looks like she's gone. Mai's not here. There's no need to be coy. No doubt taking possession of that mask has taken its toll on you. Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. I had such strange dreams and saw things I never would have dreamed up on my own. There was always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Mai again makes me a hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her getting hurt. But like you said, I don't believe that mask is simply wood and paint. Though I doubt anyone else would believe us. Yeah, there's obviously something going on with this mask. No one ever did, except for one man. On this street, there's an old tea shop. Perhaps you saw it on the way in? I wonder where we're going next, guys. An old historian named Yasuhisa is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged what I said about the mask as truth. If you're looking for information on the mask, he he may be the best person to ask. I never pursued the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally on other topics. His mind is a vault of valuable information. Hopefully you can shed some light on what it really is. More investigation. I hope so, but please, detective, be careful. Ooh, so ominous. Alright, well, that was pretty helpful. That was pretty helpful. A little bit of shedding some light on the family history, which, pretty crazy history to say the least. But that is going to be all of it for this episode. I'm looking forward to figuring out what's going on in this tea shop. Hopefully we can learn a bit more about the mask itself now, right? We've learned a little bit about the Mai and Takeshi's family, the grandma and all of her strangeness in the background, the Kamen Kai, all of this going on. It's getting more and more occult, a little bit stranger and stranger with every bit we learn. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I'm always intrigued to hear what you guys think the story is going, what you guys think of the bits that are revealed in each episode. It's coming together pretty nicely. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. But until then, this has been Night Zero, and this mission is complete.